to Stephen Kenneth Destiny Bennell II. I'm going to check in with him via Discord and see if he wants to catch up real quick. Let's see. Hey, are you streaming? Long time. Want to connect and catch up. Let's see if Steven is streaming. He's playing League right now. Oh, okay. So we may not be able to do it then. That's too bad. I mean, I don't even know what that means, but yeah, I don't know. My audience goes back and forth between liking and not liking Steven. So I honestly, I have no idea. Thanks to Elias, His Highness, for grabbing a Twitch Prime subscription. You're number 57 today.
I don't know.
Which
He
is
hates socialists.
a tremendous number. I think a couple people may be about to grab website memberships, in which case I will absolutely thank them. Oh, hold on. Destiny's here. Hold on. Let's see if we can get on with Steve.
But unironically, you know what? I think Destiny just has a problem with like people further to the left than him because he has this fucking vendetta with Vaush. And I'm like, dude, what is your fucking hang up, man? Like, Vaush lives rent free in that motherfucker's head, dude. Like, you'll see in this, he can't fucking stop talking about the guy. He cannot stop fucking talking about him. Oh, no, Destiny is definitely not a socialist.
Hey, Steven.
How you doing?
How are you?
It's free content.
What's
I could see that.
I heard that you were moving out of California. Is that true?
Yeah, I think I'm going to Florida.
Okay. What's the reason for that?
Well, he's accused Vaush's community of getting him kicked off of Twitch. He's been saying that. I understand that people talk about other content creators. That's not it. But he seems borderline obsessive about it. Like, he's really fucking driving the nail in, man. Like, you know, I get it. You know, people are going to fucking, that's what happens on these things. You know, they want to churn up that drama, you know, but it's like, it's kind of sad.
I've got other friends in Florida, cheaper cost of living. Like, why not?
Oh, okay. Are you going to the one place in Florida that makes sense or elsewhere?
Is the one place in Florida that makes sense Miami or?
Well, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's where I'm going.
That's where you're going. Okay. Nice. And are you thinking of bringing back like doing a streamer house there or something?
Fuck no.
Oh,
Why
okay.
would I ever want to live with degenerate fucking streamers?
I might partner up with you on that. I would do a streamer house with you, and if it was on Miami Beach, maybe, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm moving to Miami Beach, so we'll see. Okay.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll be in touch. How are you saying how soon you're leaving?
I just love David Pakman's approach always sounds like he's kind of trolling somebody. Like, it's so fucking funny, dude. Like, I don't know if he means to come off that way, but it always sounds like you're waiting for the fucking punchline to the joke.
Probably within a month.
Oh, wow.
Other people to live in the house, though. You know, I don't want to have the Gusano to normal population be too high, you know. And with both
sorry, that was the Gusano what? Tum Rumble?
The Gusano to normal person population.
Oh.
Too high, so we'll have to find a bunch of other safe people to move in, you know.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Have you weighed in on Hassan's computer?
I mean, it's just a meme computer. There's not much to say, right?
Yeah, I don't even know what's interesting about it. Is it just that it's just a mimetic computer? That's it.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What are you using these days anyway? You're a PC guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I feel like I'm just completely out. Were you in Europe for a while?
Yeah, I was in Europe for like a month and a half, Netherlands and then Sweden, and then now I'm in America. And then I went to Omaha, Nebraska for a couple days, went to New York, now I'm back in California. Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, I'm gonna be out in California soon. It's gonna be quite a scene. But I think you'll be gone, unfortunately.
Like living there or just?
No, visiting.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Where are you headed?
I'm gonna be all over. I'm gonna be in San Diego. I'm gonna be in LA.
So you're not gonna be all over. You're gonna be in Southern California.
That's exactly. Yeah. All over in that small 2-hour driving radius.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, all over that particular area.
I can speed it up for you, Pan. Maybe
you and Hassan could go out to dinner again if you're still there.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't know if his security will let me into his neighborhood, but we'll see.
Okay, yeah, well, we could certainly talk about that. What's been up with, like, what are you streaming mostly these days?
You know, I want to just get into video games full time because all the political discourse online and even in the real world is like just absolute fucking cancer. So it's just like watching it all unfold is just so.
We got ear shit at 1.75. My ears don't work that way. I told you, I'm 41, man. My shit ain't working right anymore.
I don't know. Talking about politics online is really sad and pathetic. Like most of the commentators are like brain dead, like knuckle dragging dipshits. And to watch like anybody, all of the conversations are just so horrible. There's so much. I think they're worse than they were 5 years ago. And then just like watching the cycles of like stuff becoming popular and not popular and just where we are like with all the discourse is just so disgusting. I don't know.
What do you think is like the worst trendy thing in political talk right now?
The worst trendy thing, it's definitely like fuck the rich for everything is just so cancerous. It doesn't get us anywhere. It doesn't move us in a better direction. On tax policy, it doesn't get us in a better place socially. It doesn't move any of the conversations along in a productive way. It's all just like a bunch of like middle class white suburban kids that live in gated communities virtue signaling to other white suburban kids living in gated communities on Twitter about how like hard it is being poor in the US and how evil billionaires are, even though their mom and dads are probably like top 1% earners like on their own. Like it's so annoying and stupid.
What is a gated community anyway?
Okay, like you live in a place where in order to drive in, you've got to like, there's a guy at the gate that lets people in. Like you have to either talk to a dude or you get rung in or you have to like dial a code or whatever. Right?
Okay, so you're literally saying you're not using it as a euphemism even just for like rich neighborhoods. You're saying specifically real gated
like
communities.
actual gated communities. Yes, yeah. Like the only black people these people have ever seen in their lives are like on the wire or something. Yes, like those types of communities.
Oh man, that seems like maybe a bit of a straw man in terms of the actual problems with the discourse, though. It seems like a bit of an identity attack, and I think it's
right now
preposterous.
The identities on Twitter are so overwhelmingly white, college-educated, and middle class.
Yeah.
Like you see this pop up like over and over and over again. And you had a huge problem during the discourse in the last presidential election cycle with the Democrats just missing their marks because one, they treat every brown person in the U.S. like the same person, which is fucking stupid, right? So you've got these dumb white kids talking about how awesome socialism is to people that fled like Venezuela, which doesn't look good. And then you've got people pretending that like, oh yeah, black people and Hispanic people hate cops too, right? Running around like the ACAB shit, which also didn't play well. So like the online discourse has managed to, I thought that there was like a huge difference between like online discourse versus real life discourse. And there is, but the problem is that all the real life shit is starting to move online. So it's managed to like toxify like the real life political conversations because those people are all becoming more online as well.
Yeah, I think one where I agree with you on this is like there's this entire movement now. I even bookmarked a couple of these articles to be able to refer to them. Like for example, hold on, let me see if
By the way, I don't have a problem with the word socialism or socialist policies. I do think how you frame that to people who have fled countries that purport socialism, even though they're living in an authoritarian government, isn't fucking good. You have to have a better way to present that to those people. What I'll say about treating black and brown people as a monolith, that has traditionally been a problem for all people in any political ideology. It's always been a fucking problem. There has been a history of that problem on both sides of the aisle for as far back as you can look. Daddy. So, you know, that's what my issue is with Destiny is he fucking shits on his own team more than he shits on anybody else, you know? Yeah, it's a human problem. It's a cultural problem that we have to get through as a culture, and I think that ideological divides aside, there are plenty of people who are Hispanic or Latin or Arab or black who are conservatives, and to pretend like one party has a monopoly on a fucking a race is absolutely fucking insane. And I think what it's caused, and I would say less with the leftists, but more with your Beltway Democrats and moderates and middle of the roads, is that they are the ones that treat them like that. They are the ones that do the virtue signaling with no material change, right? Like what was that? And I may be getting the terminology for the clothes wrong, but that's like when fucking Nancy Pelosi went to the fucking Capitol building and knelt down in a fucking dashiki and then did absolutely nothing to change things about the circumstances. It's so fucking dumb. Yeah, maybe he doesn't shit on his own team because maybe he doesn't have a fucking team.
If I find them here. I'm not actually finding an example, but basically stuff...
Which tells me that he doesn't really believe in shit that he says. And he's doing it for the grift.
About like, here's 10 techniques for your morning routine to prevent burnout. And it's like, the people who really need that aren't able to have a 10-step morning routine because they're busy like working 2 jobs or whatever the case may be. I think it's a sort of similar dynamic to what you're kind of getting at.
Yeah, maybe it depends. Yeah, I find that like a lot of usually when people talk about like poor struggles in the United States, it's pretty overwhelmingly obvious that they don't know what they're talking about. So like, for instance, and I'm going to trigger the fuck out of a lot of like fake white kids in your chat. I'm sorry to do this, but like anytime people
I disagree with that because his opinion changes all the fucking time. He's just a contrarian. That's all. That's what it is. He's a contrarian. He's going to take the opposite side of the argument no matter what.
like, oh yeah, like being homeless or being poor in America is so hard, like going to bed like starving every night. Like poor working people in America aren't starving to death. Okay, this doesn't happen. You have no idea like what the poor experience is like. You watch like a movie about like fucking Uganda, and you're assuming that like poor people in the United States, like it's a total disconnect from the lived experiences or why being poor sucks or like why these issues are issues or what it's like living in these circumstances. But they want to like speak for all of these poor and oppressed people anyways because they have nothing else going on in their lives.
But wait a second, you don't deny that there is food insecurity in the United States. You're just saying there's not. It's not abject poverty in the same way.
Wait. Do you know what food insecurity means? Nobody actually knows what this term means. You can go and look it up. I think it's the USDA that defines it. Food insecurity can mean as much as like fuck, I have to go back and look at it. But when people hear food insecurity, they assume that food insecurity means that you're not eating. That's not true. Food insecurity.
Okay, nobody believes that food insecurity it means that you're not eating. He thinks people believe that because he seriously has downplayed the intelligence again of the people on the left. I don't fucking believe that because I understand the problem. And I took enough time to research and know the fucking problem. It's about not having enough money to get quality food that will actually keep you medically sound. It's when you eat shit food because that's all you can fucking afford.
Might just mean that you're not getting like a well-balanced mix of vitamins and minerals. Like your micronutrients aren't like in check. That's what food insecurity can mean. And you can go, the definition is public. You can look on the USDA website.
I'm looking at it.
I hate the fact that he boils it down to micronutrients. It's not just that. Like he's missing the whole fact that children are not getting the sustenance that they need, the nutrition that they need. Yes, they have food. Yes, they can afford a fucking McDonald's burger. But that burger is not fucking healthy, and that's why you have kids with diabetes and all these other problems.
Oh, hold on. I'm looking at it right now. It says it's a lack of consistent access to enough food for an active, healthy lifestyle. So it seems to just be talking about calories. It doesn't seem to be saying.
Absolutely not. I'll bet my life on it. We can.
Well, I mean, we have it up on the screen, but I mean, no.
I mean, like, if you can literally, if you work in any poor place, you'll know this. If you look at any homeless people, you know this. Like, homeless people in America and poor working people in America.
See, again, he overgeneralizes people. I fucking hate that. Like, let's get down to the root of it, Steven. Like, let's fucking talk about it. This is not talking about it. You're just fucking shooting off your fucking hip. I mean, David Pakman just fucking called you out right now about the very shit that you were saying that fucking you were betting your fucking life on.
America aren't all like skinny and starving.
No, that's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah, that's
all
true.
Of them are fat as fuck.
Well, no. That's not true. That's not true.
That's absolutely true. If you
all homeless people are fat, that's crazy. What are you talking about?
But a lot of working poor are fat as fuck.
Right? Oh, well, that's a different issue.
Sure, I'm just saying that like
a lot of working poor are fat as fuck. So he's talking about generalizing other people about like socialist left, let's say, generalizing the needs of brown and black people. Right here, he's saying if you're a working poor, you're a fucking fat ass. And you want to fucking listen to this guy? Why would any working poor person ever want to hear a fucking word this guy says? Well, of course it doesn't look like poverty in Africa. I would hope it never looks like poverty in Africa, unless, of course, you go to Michigan. Go to Flint. Tell me it doesn't look like it could be damn near close to Africa. Hell, they've got fucking lead pipes pumping out drinking water that's still getting kids sick and killing them.
The idea that poor people in the United States are all starving that's not a good characterization of what it means to be poor.
Right.
As soon as I see somebody say that, I already know that they have no idea what they're, not to be mean. I'm sorry. This is like there's a bunch of like disconnected topics here. It's just there's a lot of experiences in the United States that aren't captured accurately. Like
yes.
Being poor sucks for a wide variety of reasons. It's not because you're actually starving to death. Okay, it's not because you're like,
right.
I don't have no calories to eat and now my stomach is bloated.
Yeah.
Like the kids that lived in fucking Auschwitz or whatever.
No, that's true. I think that there's basically like 3 or 4 different things that you're, and every single one of these could be a conversation, which we're not going to do now. Like, but the working poor being overweight relates to the subsidies of foods that are cheap on a per calorie basis, and people who have limited funds going, well, if I can buy 100 calories of vegetables or 500 of crackers for the same $2, I'm going to get the cheaper calories, right? So, I mean, these are all different. They're all real issues, and they're different.
Yeah, for sure.
Issues.
And they tie together. If you're from an upper class family or middle class family, you're much more likely to have better education when it comes to like healthy eating and like taking the time to learn how to cook and prepare meals and having the time to cook and prepare meals. Because if you're working a full-time job or 2 jobs or whatever, you don't always have time to like, do that.
Are you off sucrose?
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Right. No, that's the trendy thing. Do you do like green drinks and stuff?
I don't know what any of that means.
Good. That's good. You're actually you're answering these questions correctly in a lot of ways. Okay, wow. But so then I guess where we were was, so from the standpoint of profitability, would just going full-time games make sense from your business standpoint?
I don't care. I mean, I already make way too much money anyway, so I can live off less if I need to.
Oh, you make too much. Are you donating big time?
Fuck no.
You're not. Okay.
Okay.
I was trying to save enough.
So he really doesn't do shit for anybody but himself. I mean, I guess I see why Pan likes him, because he's fucking capitalist to the fucking core. Doesn't give a fuck about anybody. Doesn't donate to charities. Everybody else can fuck off and die, as long as he can keep streaming and making money. This is exactly why I don't fucking like him.
Enough money so that if I get banned from everything, I'll like have enough to live for the rest of my life.
Do you
If I
think
get,
you
like,
could
my
be?
financial obligations?
Yeah.
In terms of like what I want to have saved, then I'd probably start doing more like charitable stuff. But
Do you feel as though you're at risk of a full cancellation?
yeah, of course. I get like banned from all sorts of random shit all the time for like random fuck reasons. So.
Wow. Man, I just
saying, or any of the people in your chat, if anybody ever wants to chat with me on any of these issues, I'll be glad to like put them through the fucking ringer, okay? Because like everything I've said is 100% true thus far. If you disagree with anything,
No,
feel free to hop
it's
on
not.
afterwards.
Dude,
Another
it's
thing that's
not
irritating too is that like all these social.
It's not true. Pakman just fucking called you out on a bunch of shit, dude. Like, this is the thing with this guy. His ego is so fucking big, even when he's faced with proof that he's fucking wrong, he still can't just say, I'm fucking wrong. That's the fucking problem with this guy. He's fucking clown shoes. His ego has gotten so far fucking ahead of him that he cannot just admit when he says something wrong. When he was talking about food subsidies and they threw the video up, or he threw up the website.
Socialist lefty fucks have gotten like all these conservatives banned from every platform too, but then all of the lefties are too scared to talk because they won't step outside their giant fucking like circle jerks because they know that they're like ill-informed on literally every topic that they make YouTube videos about. So not only can I like not talk to conservatives anymore because they're all banned from everything, all of the dipshit socialists like won't talk to anybody either because they don't ever want to be challenged. So it's like it's the ultimate in like boring like combinations of conditions online. Which
okay.
Really
Wait,
sucks.
but so now I'm curious. Who's an example of a socialist who got someone banned but won't talk to others?
Oh, here it comes.
Oh my god. In terms of
Here
like
it comes.
Vosh, the serfs.
Here it is.
Who
I
did Vosh
told
get
you,
banned?
Vosh lives rent-free in his fucking head. He lives rent-free in Destiny's head. He cannot fucking stand to not talk about Vosh for 2 seconds. He couldn't make it 20. He couldn't make it a 20-minute interview without talking about fucking Vosh.
Who did well not like these particular people didn't get banned, but like their communities were like championed to get people like banned from platforms and stuff. So I don't know if Vosh personally has got anybody banned, but like their communities will run around and like mass report like any conservative or any perceived conservative on the internet or whatever.
Okay, Vosh's community. Who did they get banned?
I don't know. Like every time they like run into like certain people, you have to go on the subreddit and find like the threads of like report this person for this shit or whatever.
But have they successfully gotten anyone banned? Have they successfully gotten?
Vosh's community are the one that amplified my Rittenhouse tweet and got me departed on Twitch. But I mean, like there are other people too that these guys like post about like pretty relentlessly. But you'd have to go like look at the subreddit and shit.
Well, I'm not the one who brought it up.
Sure, I don't keep track of every. I'm not ready to have like a conversation of like who have they specifically attacked. But you can go and like look through like subreddits and watch it happen.
Yeah. So in other words, he doesn't fucking know. He should be able to pull at least a couple fucking people off the list. Come on, if it's happening that much, you have to know a couple people off the fucking list. Like, come on, dude. Fucking clown shoes, man.
Yeah.
Now Vosh
I
does
can't recall the
Vosh does do some engagement. I feel like with people on the right. Like he was interviewed. There's this guy who. He's sort of like another one of these. He's the real liberal, Tim Pool. I don't know if you're familiar with him. And Vosh engaged with him. That's notable, I guess.
Yeah, if they feel like they'll do well, they'll do it. But if it's somebody that's going to be challenging, usually they'll avoid it because they'll call it irresponsible platforming or whatever.
If you were me, would you do an in-person debate with Charlie Kirk?
Yeah, of course you should. Why not? He's an incredibly popular figure online, right?
Yeah, there have been some initial inquiries that have taken place, so I'm starting to ask around. You would do it. You think it would be good for me to do it?
Yeah, of course. Any popular conservative figure, you should.
Okay. You doing okay? Because you seem on edge today.
Well, you caught me in the middle of the league game, so it's already off to a bad start. You know?
Is League triggering for you?
It's one of the worst things that ever happened to all of fucking mankind. Almost as bad as the online white socialist crowd. Not quite as bad though, but
Wow.
It's up there.
Wow. What are you having for breakfast these days?
See, he just hates white socialists, like, at all. Like, it doesn't fucking matter if they're good, bad, or indifferent. He just fucking hates them, you know. Fuck them. It's like, I talk to libertarians. I don't fucking hate libertarians. Shit, I've had Nosballs on. I don't fucking hate Nosballs. Yeah, he definitely hates me, Captain A. Jones. Bow! Right there for you, buddy. Good to see you.
On a gym day, I'm usually eating some kind of like oats, and then
Oats.
Jesus.
What do you do? You like
I have oats and a banana, and then on non-gym days, I'm just
You, Jason,
how do you
society
prepare
check.
the oats?
I usually just pour it in a bowl, pour some milk, sometimes microwave it.
You wouldn't do oats with water, right? Like that should not even be legal.
I don't even know. I would just eat them raw before doing something so disgusting.
You, Jason, society chat.
Okay, wow, that's good. All right. Any questions for me?
How have you been doing? How's life?
You know, just been doing the thing. I was in Spain actually a little bit ago, and almost got stuck there because of some false positive COVID tests. What else? Yeah, I don't know. Not much to tell. We're just we're ramping up for 2022. Basically, we got election next week.
Well, good news, Problematic Pan. He hates me, and I'm all up in his head. You should have seen. He was actually just staring at my Twitter page earlier today, and there was a picture of it. It's pretty funny.
And just just kicking around.
Gotcha. Sounds like fun.
Are you? Is there a gun firing in the background?
I live in LA, so there's always just like a bunch of random stupid shit going on outside. At 7,000 decibels. I don't know.
Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you about. I've been seeing this new setup where it's basically you in a room with a blurry background and a light.
All right, wait. I'm going to show you this real quick. We can come back to that in a second. So see, there's the original picture, right? You can kind of see what he's looking at. You can't really tell, but we zoomed in. We zoomed in on it, and here's what you can see. Now you see that? That's my Twitter fucking little thing, my Twitter graphic, and that's the banner for my page. Now, why is he living why am I living rent-free in Steven's head? You see it now? I'm just clowning, dude.
That changes color. Is this like your permanent streaming setup now?
A light in a background changing, like where I'm at right now.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, this is my apartment where I've lived for over a year. Yeah.
But the visual has changed over the last maybe 6 months or something.
My visuals have changed. No, I mean in Europe it was different.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
man,
Okay.
David, your chat triggers the ever living fuck out of me. Oh my god.
Why? What's my chat doing?
Just people saying the dumbest things. When a person uses the F word incessantly, it's a good indication of their inability to communicate effectively. I like when people like try to break out the sources to sound smart. That's a Vosh right there if I ever saw one. But anyway, sorry.
Steven, here's the last thing I wanted to
See, hear him again with Bosch. Like, I'm telling you, dude lives rent-free in his head. Like, he fucking lives rent-free in his fucking head.
touch on.
Yeah.
If we were
Touch me, David.
if we were to compile a list of prominent Latino American streamers, you and I obviously would be on the list. But who else would be on?
Enough to be on the list, or
Who else would
socialist
be
people.
on the list?
I don't know. Find somebody that talks about killing wealthy people and it spams ACAB on their Twitter all day, and then maybe they'll be brown enough to make the cut.
See, that seems like an
You,
completely
Jason,
unhinged
society
reaction
chat.
to my question.
I'm just trying to be honest. I'm trying to guide you correctly. Okay.
Oh boy.
I don't know who are the popular Latinos are. I have no fucking idea.
But you're certainly the most popular Cuban American streamer, right?
I have no idea. Maybe.
Jeez.
Am I?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to see.
Total edgelord.
What are you debating Charlie Kirk at?
No. There's been one email. There's nothing. It's like nothing yet. It's nothing. I have no idea.
I can't watch Vosh anymore. He's more cringe than watching Zuckerberg sell Metaverse.
You can get Charlie Kirk. Would you be interested if we can get him?
No, it's his team. His team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It would be something. I think it would be interesting.
Okay.
All right. Hey, are you okay including avocado as part of a well-balanced breakfast, or is that triggering?
You know what? I'm going to be totally honest. I'll take the hate for it. Avocados are massively fucking overrated. The only people that circle jerk avocados are like, if they got out of their house, they stopped eating chicken tendies for the first time in their life. Like, oh, avocados are so fucking good. Like, avocados are fine. They're nice to have on things. Guacamole is nice.
He's got irrational hatred of things. Like, he really does. He has an irrational hatred of fucking what I would call like. He has irrational hatred of things, of what I would call like innocuous things. Like, I'm just gonna hate avocados because fuck avocados. You know, like, what the fuck, dude? That's funny. That's a good one. I like that, Pan. That's funny. I'm not a crazy Vouch fan either. As a matter of fact, he pissed me off. He straight up talked shit to me on a Prime panel one night, and I have very, very little respect for him at this point, especially when he's trying to talk about the morality around the Confederate flag. Give me a fucking break, dude.
Some of things, but like anybody that freaks the fuck out over avocados has just never eaten anything good in their entire life. I'm sorry, but that's just a factual statement.
Hold on. How did you pronounce the snack made from mashed up avocado? Say that one more time.
Guacamole?
Oh, okay. I thought I heard something weird in there. No, I think an avocado is almost a perfect fruit. To be totally honest with
Perfect.
you.
Wow.
I mean, it's like you've got, it's got protein, it's got fiber, it's got healthy fat.
As far as it being a nutritional powerhouse, avocados are fucking great for that. I like avocados with salt on them or tahini, and that's it. I'll eat them straight out of the skins. As a matter of fact, the keto diet that I've been on forever is big on avocados because of the fat contents. They are a superfood. However, I can understand how people can think they're bland. Now, an interesting thing I was watching a lady from the Philippines the other day on YouTube, and she was showing in the Philippines, they actually make desserts with avocados. They like use sweetened condensed milk, and they do all this shit to make like a dessert with it, and it looks really good. I've actually used it to make I've actually used them to make smoothies and shit before too. Hey, Pam, thanks for hanging out with us, man. You know, it's always good to have differing views, some dissenting views in the chat, you know, that we can talk about. So thank you very much.
That's
whether, sprouts are cheap
it's
as
almost
fuck.
like it just is. It's almost a perfect fruit. It's hard to imagine it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, when it gets stringy,
I mean,
it's like
except,
okay.
the fact that it just tastes kind of.
So I saw in Nerdity you're talking about salted watermelon. Interesting. My Holly Wars, who's my partner, she's in the chat sometimes. She says that watermelons taste like paper towels. I'm like, really? I've never tasted wadded up paper towels in a fucking watermelon, but that's what some people think they taste like.
Meh.
I think the most legitimate attack on avocado is the amount of water required to grow them is questionable environmentally.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just what a responsible take from you.
Yep.
I'm proud.
Yep.
Have you seen any movies lately, David? Deepak Pakman?
I haven't seen it. I actually tried to watch Dune over the weekend. Couldn't figure out how to get HBO Max. The movie theater I wanted to go to with the assigned seat recliners only had seats left in the back row corner. I wasn't going to do that. Couldn't get HBO Max going. I bailed on the entire thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, geez, that just sounds traumatizing.
I guess I would watch Dune if I could figure out how to do it.
Okay. Well, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you can figure it out.
Thank you.
Definitely a movie worth. I recommend. When do you normally go to sleep?
Every day.
No, what time?
When do you normally go to sleep? Every day.
Around 11.
Okay. I'd say put it on around 10:30, and I'd say 30 minutes in you'll be out because it is just the most boring fucking movie I've ever seen.
I did see that it's
beautiful.
2 hours and 50 minutes long.
Yeah, and it's a good.
So I have to say, Dune, I thought the cinematography was beautiful. I loved the set design. What I could kind of pull in of the story, like I liked, but it was so long and I'm so fucking busy. I had to watch it while I was doing other things. So like, I know that I missed some of the story. And I'm sure there are parts that drag that I dipped out on because I was like doing other shit. But, I thought a lot of it was really good. The action seemed to be really good. I liked the fight scenes in it. I'm a sucker for fight scenes because I trained martial arts my whole life. No, I'm not an MMA fighter, but I can fucking hold my own, so that's what it is. But yeah, I've been training since I was 3 years old. But Destiny not liking it again shows what a bitter bitch he is. Yeah, medical marijuana advocate fighter. That's right. MMA fighter. That's the kind. That's better than being man-on-man action fighter.
Snoozer too, so you'll be through almost getting to your second REM cycle by the time you're asleep and the movie's ending. So
Speaking
really
of REM,
soundtrack to listen to, yeah.
have you read Why We Sleep by Matt Walker?
No, but is it another one of those pop science books that has like an ounce of truth and like a pound of fiction or whatever?
No, it's quite good. I think it's worth reading.
Why does he say we sleep?
Is there a bell in the background now?
It's LA. There's just all sorts of random fucking noises here.
But I'm trying. Are those noises coming
I
from
don't know what
outside
it's
your
from.
house?
There could be a goddamn cathedral being erected for all I fucking know. I truly don't know, David. I wish I could tell you.
Well,
He's losing his ass at fucking LOL, and he's getting pissed off. And David Pakman's sitting there asking about the sounds in the background. I fucking love it, dude. This is why I like Pakman so much. He's fucking hilarious, dude.
Why do
listen.
though? Can you please help me? You've piqued my interest, and now you're not answering.
it's actually so complicated. You can't really suss it out into one, sentence, really.
Okay, can you give me like the cliff notes, a couple highlights?
We sleep for reparative functions. We sleep for reasons that are still as yet unclear. We sleep for evolutionary reasons. We sleep. I mean, it's there's so many different reasons. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Okay, I believe you.
So listen,
Oh, he said something sounds good? That's fucking amazing. Black pill guy thinks that a book on sleeping well sounds good. Maybe he could fucking turn around the rest of his worldview so that it wasn't so fucking cynical. We could get somewhere. When you're that big of a voice and you're that cynical, you're dragging everybody down with you, buddy. Like, you're pulling everybody down with you.
check in with you offline about whether you'll still be in LA when I'm going to be there.
Okay. I mean, I'll be here until probably like the middle of next month, maybe. It just depends on when I find an apartment in Miami.
Like November 15th or December 15th?
Well, next month I believe is November. Last I checked. So.
Yeah, but with it being almost November, I wasn't sure what you meant.
Oh, well, I meant when I said next month, I meant the next month.
Okay, let me clarify.
Yeah.
Most leases start on the 1st of the month. So in my head, I'm thinking if you don't have a November 1 lease, we're probably talking about December 1.
Okay. Maybe.
Yeah. Jeez. All right. Well, anyway, I'll check in with you. All right.
Okay. I'll see you later. Have fun.
Melina's doing okay?
I hope so. She's in the UK right now, so.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Now,
Losing at League of Legends. His fiance's in the UK. And he sounds like a bitter fucking 80-year-old man. He fucking hates everybody and everything. God. I understand why people say DGG is so toxic, dude, because if this is who you're modeling yourself after, holy fuck, dude. God. Fucking, do you have any cheer in you? Is there anything good in the world, Destiny? Is there fucking anything good in the world? Because right now, you sound like everything is painfully fucking horrible. I can't even fucking believe the shit that I'm hearing. Dude, pull your fucking head out of your ass and look at the sunshine for a minute. That's all I'm saying.
it sounds like someone's chopping vegetables.
There might be vegetable dust being chopped. Who knows?
Cool.
Anything's possible.
All right, Steven, always a pleasure.
Okay. Have fun. Be careful, buddy.
All right, you too. Man. All right, let's see what's...
Dude's a fucking train wreck. I'm sorry. He spends a lot of time talking about how shitty political discourse is right now, not ever fucking owning the fact that he's a part of the problem. He is a big part of the fucking problem. And yeah, when I'm comparing it to fucking Destiny, you're damn right I love David Pakman. See, David Pakman's funny, engaging, snarky. You know, he has a way to fucking make you laugh. Like the Mike Pillow interview was fucking wonderful. That shit was hilarious.